hopefully this will make them smile. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. God bless. Stay safe.
Trying to figure out Instagram Live. It's a disaster. Probably a good reason why I don't use Instagram Live. Now I'm watching the wheel go round. What I was saying is the movie is coming out this weekend, and it's called Endings Beginnings. Please see it. It's about... Hey,
we can hear you now.
oh my God! Listen, I've never done this before. You gotta be. I'm sorry. It's the first time I'm Instagram living with another person.
What took you so long to Instagram Live?
Oh, I don't know. I'm really scared to Instagram Live. Period. I don't know. I've never been interviewed on Instagram Live, so I have no idea.
So congratulations on your first Instagram Live interview.
Thank you.
We have a very good reason to be talking. Your new movie, Endings Beginnings, is
Yes.
coming out. It's going to be available on digital at, I believe, midnight tonight, right? So people can download it and watch it at home in only a few hours.
Yes, they can, and they should. This is a crazy time. I mean, this is, it's a testing time basically every day, and so, if people are at home and they want to, tune into something else for 2 hours, and maybe we can make them think about something else, or then why not?
It is a very difficult time, and a lot of people are struggling with the idea that they can't go outside. How have you been passing the time, and what have you been doing?
Talking to myself, which is always no, it's look, I mean, by the way, you're in New York, right?
I am in New York, yeah. You're in New York too, right?
I'm in New York too. Listen, yeah. we're 10 minutes away from 7 p.m., baby. That's the moment of the day that I feel like, and for people out there who don't know, at 7 p.m., people go out their window or wherever they are, and they start clapping for all the workers and everybody when their shift changes. And it's kind of it's kind of one of those moments that really, sorry?
I didn't say anything.
I was saying that moment, I don't know how you feel, but it hits home, because like in a way, everybody's on the same page, no matter where you are, what apartment you're in, we're all kind of like connected for that moment at least. And there's something very special about that. And, it's about those people that hardly ever get any kind of, notice for their work. But, I don't know how it is for you. I mean, it's, for me, it's sort of been, I try and do something productive every day. And I've got some writing that I'm doing and some reading, and I haven't been home in a long time, actually. So it's been nice to be home and finally kind of hunker down. And then I just think about all the things that I've taken for granted, and how nice it is that we're so lucky to be able to do the things that we do in our life, and we don't think about that anymore, and so I just hope when we come out of this, we don't just like blow through that, but that we maybe learn to take each other in and a little bit better. And the fact that we could be so close, and you could touch somebody, you can hug your mother whenever you want, you can call your, and go over there and be close to them. And now we can't. So it's interesting, right? I mean,
Is there anything you can tell us about your involvement in future Avengers movies?
oh, I know, I know nothing about that. I'm just, I'm just a man. No, I'm trying to, we got to figure out a couple other missions first, before we even get there. I mean, I got to deal with, this other person that I have to, it's been nice to have a break from him. I mean, Anthony is just, Mackie is, it's kind of nice to have a little quiet in this quarantine without him. But we got to figure out some adventures together first before we get there.
I've never seen anything like it before. Was that always what you were going to bring to the table?
Thank you very much. That's high praise. Yeah, it's always a very interesting thing, regardless of being a directorial debut is one thing, but even designing action
We're all living in this world now of self-isolation. Sam over in the States, and Chris, you up in Byron Bay. How are you coping? What sort of things are you doing aside from Chris struggling to keep his kids under control? How about you, Chris?
Yeah, same. As Sam said, for so many years, kind of having schedules laid out in front of you, and I'd know exactly what I was doing most days for the next 6 to 12 months, and you're trying to find little holes in the schedule or pockets where you're like, okay, I'm going to switch the phone off for this 2 weeks and have time at home and not travel, or this month or whatever, and then something would come up and then you'd be pulled in another direction. And so to have that, as you say, sort of forced upon you in a way, to find a positive out of that, I'm enjoying the sort of being in the moment, of it as well. And and it's interesting. It makes you kind of evaluate everything. And I heard someone the other day talking about, this extreme scenario of us being isolated. Is this, somewhat of a nod to where we may have been headed eventually anyway, with how much we're on our phones, how much we, all our shopping's online now, where a lot of our communication is via smart devices online, and we're indoors all the time. And do we have as much sense of community and physical sort of interaction in one another's space, and know the neighbors and so on, as much as we used to, and so if now it's in more of an extreme version, maybe we can look at that and go, okay, do we want this version of, and I think it highlights how much we yearn to, as I said, collaborate and be a part of a community in the physical space.
I was a mess.
That was the best one. That was the best.
Hi, thanks so much for joining us. Ryan and Austin, we're so excited to have you here. We already have some callers who are excited to talk to you both. But first, I wanted to mention your very stylish outfits. Could you tell us a bit about these outfits? Wow.
Well, these are our very special Sick Kids Christmas sweaters. They're widely considered to be some of the ugliest sweaters on planet Earth, and we, both Austin and I, very proudly wear them because they represent our friends over at Sick Kids Hospital. So we're excited to wear them. I won't speak for Austin. I'm excited to wear them.
Hello, who's this?
This is Tanika. I have a question for both of them.
Perfect.
The reason why you guys have so much facial hair, is it because of COVID? You aren't shaving and you have nowhere to go or to meet people?
I have facial. He has a very handsome facial furniture going on right now. I don't have as much. This is just what I think tomorrow, Tanika. I think tomorrow's my day. I think I'm gonna buckle down and shave. That seems like a good objective for a day. It's a sort of a low-hanging fruit type of objective. My wife Blake is here. She wants to say hello.
Hi, Blake.
How you guys doing?
Oh, we're good.
Just sitting here eavesdropping.
Yeah, she's eavesdropping, checking it out.
Will there be another Pokemon movie? This is a big question here at Sick Kids.
That is a big question. That's a big question in my house. My kids are obsessed with Detective Pikachu. So
I ask him that every morning.
I know. I'm ready to go. I like it. I mean, for me, 99% of the job is in a motion capture studio wearing a motion capture suit. But it's so fun. It's so much fun to do because they could transfer it in real time. So I watch my facial expressions mapped onto Detective Pikachu in real time. So it's really fun for me to do it. And it's also virtual, so it's like anything goes, anything's possible. So I hope so. They're talking about it. Maybe next year we would start shooting one, which would be great. So I'd be thrilled.
That would be awesome.
Play one of the other Pokemons.
We were just gonna ask, which Pokemon would you be?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. She did a voice in the movie. We did.
I might have gotten edited out though.
Oh.
You're in there. I think you're in there.
Like, background character.
Do you know which Pokemon you would choose to be, Blake?
Oh, Jigglypuff, right?
Jigglypuff.
Great choice.
Yeah.
Great
What
choice.
about you? What about you?
I think I'd be Snorlax.
Ooh.
Austin, you got one?
I don't know. I have not. I haven't
Yeah.
been in the Pokemon in a long time.
He's a Grand Theft Auto guy.
Yeah.
I think looking, Austin, I think you've got a major Charmander vibe. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Bruno.
Hi, Bruno. Thanks so much for calling.
Of all your movie roles, which one was your favorite?
Oh, great question. Ryan, of all your movie roles, which was your favorite?
Of all the ones that I've done, which one is my favorite? That's definitely going to be Deadpool. I spent 10 years trying to get that movie made. It's like one of my children. And if one of my children walked into this room right now, I would probably say that a lot more quietly.
And thank you so much. It means so much to us that you joined us here today. It made a huge difference for us here at Sick Kids. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, thank you guys. Thanks for having us.
Of
Thanks
course.
for having us, guys.
What's up, guys? I had a thought. I share a lot my workouts. People are always asking me how I stay in shape, and I share my workouts, but I never actually share my diets. A lot of people know that I am gluten-free, and I'm gluten-free, dairy-free. I don't eat red meat or pork. And what I do is keep my protein really high. And maybe some people would think it's excessively high, but I keep it. I take in about 10 grams per pound of body weight, so that's a lot of protein. But I've been told that your body can only process a certain amount of protein at a time. But just whatever. I don't believe it. I think if you can get it in, if you can eat it, then your body can process it. And
we just got this box from Cream Co Meats. This is from small farms from California, Oregon, and Washington. Wow. This is all humane, sustainable. Look at this ribeye.
Okay, we back. A little late today, but workout number 1, 35 minutes. This shit sucks. Don't let anybody fool you about working out. It's not fun. It's not fun at all, but you do it because you have to. You do it for your own personal health, for your own goals, and for your mental health. So, just want to share that with y'all. It's not easy. It's not even pleasurable. Freaking hate it, but we're good. Bang.
Hey guys, just here to talk to you about No Kid Hungry once again. I don't know if you guys all know this about me, but you will now, is that I really love kids. Like, I love them. And something that's been really hard for me to stomach is the statistics on how many kids are going without food right now, especially given this quarantine period. And I know that money is tight for a lot of people. I do understand that, and I'm aware of that. I know that. I respect that. But if there is any little bit extra that you have that you can give, a quarter, a dollar, 10 cents, whatever you can donate, that would be very helpful. I've put some links up in my story. There's some information below in the caption, and I would love if you can join me in donating to No Kid Hungry and helping support these children across America.
I did it. Okay, everyone. I'm killing time waiting for this friend request. So if you've tuned in now and you're like, what's going on? Why am I here with Brie and her acne? Well, just wait a second. I'm going to figure this out. Bear with me. Once Ellen joins, there she is. We're waiting for her to join. I hope everyone sent in questions.
Woo!
Yay!
That was so much faster than this morning. I think we're becoming experts.
Yeah, I think so too. So how many masks have you made currently?
Well, the way we got this off the ground, because I was like, as a small business owner, I couldn't do this alone. I actually did a buy one, donate one model on our website. So through that model on headleyandbennett.com, you can go on there, and for $22, you get your mask and then one mask donated to a healthcare worker in need. So we've had over 100,000 masks donated to healthcare workers and people on the front lines since we started this.
That is incredible. That's incredible. 100,000 masks?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So with that, now that we're like on the masks, like one thing that I feel like I've noticed is a lot of conflicting information as to like what the masks cover or don't cover and what's helpful to medical workers or not. So can you speak to that, or like what makes a cloth one, like what makes yours unique, I guess, you know?
Yeah. So it's so true. There's so much information out there, and it's just like coming at us in all directions. We're all at home just being like, what do we do? And I've learned a lot from Dr. Bob Cho, who's the doctor who developed the masks with us. So when I reached out to him, kind of funny in a bad way, but like in a great way, I called him around 11 a.m. and I was like, Dr. Bob, I need to help. We have to do this. We have to make these masks. And he was like, I don't know if that's a good idea. And he's a very like proper, like almost like lawyer-like guy. And he said, but I'll call you back later. And by the time he called me back, which was 6 hours later, I'd already made like 7 patterns, and I had my whole team like running around making patterns and masks and filters and all kinds of stuff. And then he had spent the entire day in meetings where his team was telling him that his own hospital was running out of supplies. And so it was this like really insane reality check, I think, even for him, that he realized that even at this level, everyone was going to have to do everything they could to contribute to what was about to hit us. And even if I have an apron factory, like I should be allowed to help be a part of this movement. So he very quickly was like, all right, let's do this. Let's figure it out. And we developed the mask. So
that's like the part of this that, like, to all of the sweet people, and I'm seeing all of your comments. Thank you so much for being here for this conversation. That's like a side piece of this that I think is so inspiring about your story, is that you were listening. You were listening to what was happening around you. You were utilizing the people that you had, that you could speak to make a difference. And that's something that I hope others are doing out there. It seems like there's a lot of ingenuity, and humans are so clever, and we're figuring out our way through this really trying and tragic time through community, and through all of us kind of having very unique perspectives, unique ways that we can come at this, superpowers, and coming together to do something incredible. So I just want to highlight that to anybody else who's out there and is feeling like they want to step in and don't know how. I think asking the questions, thinking about the resources that you have that maybe somebody else doesn't, and then, you know, set off. Oh, wow. Oh, whoa. Thank you so much for doing this, Ellen. This is so interesting to see. Wow. Oh, so you can do a bunch at once. You can stack up the fabric and do a bunch at once.
Wow. Thousands of units can be cut all at the same time.
Wow.
And over here we have a tree house and a kitchen in our factory where we cook, but we've converted it into a additional shipping center. And what used to be our showroom is now covered in rolls of material and packing. We have taken over every corner of our office to be additional shipping areas.
Oh, you have a slide?
Yeah.
We have a slide.
Don't skip over the slide.
Don't skip over the slide. Yes, we have a slide. Actually, there's a zip line right there.
Wow. Yeah, you said that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So fun.
So this is our a little Willy Wonka factory here in LA, and right now they're done packing for the day, but our entire island is just covered in. This is just one of the 3 distribution centers that we have. We actually have a 3PL, third-party logistics, and then a warehouse here and another warehouse just to manage all of the different shipments going out. So it takes a village. And you're a part of our village now.
I'm so grateful to be part of it. And
Yes,
I mean,
go.
you know this, but I've made a donation so that we can get these masks out, because I just feel like I just keep hearing more and more about supplies running out with our medical workers, and it takes a village. So let's do this.
So
Yeah.
keep spreading the word. Stay home, stay safe, stay positive, everybody. Thank you, Brie and Ann, for having me.
Thank you, Ellen. And so I'll hang up, and I'm gonna hope that I know how to save this video so it goes
Save
on
it. I
IG
hope
Live.
Brie and Ann behind the scenes saved it too. Okay. Bye, Brie.
Bye.